Hello, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Today, we're going to be doing that Mystery DLC finally. And there are 5, there's 1, 2, maybe you only start with these 2 then. I know, alright, there we go. Let me see if I can find. I guess you only start with those 2 on the map. Maybe the other 2 become available after doing the second main quest, like a lot of things do in this game. Here we are again. Getting closer and closer to wrapping this game up. Although you wouldn't believe it, because we've only done actually one of the main story parts. We've done pretty much all of the side content, except for 2 quests, some DLC quests, and then 5 miscellaneous quests. You know, we've done pretty much everything. At least everything that can be done up until this point. So I'd say we're at least a good 60% of the content.
Sherlock Holmes, your brother Mycroft sent his regard.
Oh, how touching. Perhaps one day he'll do it in person.
Look, I just tell you what they tell me.
And you've done it admirably. Good show. I'm confident that with a bit of effort, one day you might even send regards to the king himself. Goodbye.
Wait, no. I haven't told you yet.
Of course, let me guess. Mission urgent, fate of the nation, etc. Mycroft busy with his tea parties, is he?
Right. So, one of our agents has been involved in an accident and can't send us the confidential document she's obtained. We need you to go and ensure the job is completed. So, yes, urgent mission, fate of the nation.
So, Mycroft needs another errand boy. And you are presumably too incompetent? Oh, don't give me that look. I'll go and check on your agent. Send Mycroft my regards.
The details are in this note, Mr. Holmes. If I were you, I'd start to take this more seriously. Lives are at stake.
Press agent got into an accident at the intersection of Baskerville Street and Reed Street in the northwestern Scaladia. Find her and collect the package of documents she had obtained. Afterward, pass it on to the agent waiting in the square for his call. The man is afraid of fire. You'll see it on his face.
Nothing ever changes. I'm pulled back and forth between my brothers playing all their silly games.
Hey, at least mine are fun.
Okay. Let's go to Casebook, the bridge agent. Baskerville's, so the northwestern Scaladio, Baskerville, and Reed. There we are. And outfit. It's high time we change this outfit, don't you think? I know that's the basic suit. I'm trying to see. I know I've got a few DLC suits in here. This might be it. Where's the... I swear there's a Plague Doctor one that I should have. I don't know. Hat. Should I change hat? What's on your head? No, this bowler hat looks good to me. Let's grab that. I like John like that. Alright, this looks pretty fucking dapper, if you say so myself. Alright, remove that. And we can fast travel here. To the Cordona police station. Shop anywhere around? I don't think so, unfortunately. Nearest shops are like down the street. Maybe we can make a small detour there. I think there's some papers we can get. Potentially.
Extra, extra! A treasured man! Cordona's annual... Interested in some Cordona news?
Yeah, you're talking about me.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
John's diary. A treasured man. Alright, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Take a look. The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
What do we have left? This armor actually looks fucking dope. Guess this is all we've got left to buy. Well, let's buy the coolest one. And we'll need a total of 450.
Perfect choice.
I can definitely see us buying this one back. For the rest of that? Alright. Did the, okay. Alright. Let's get on this case proper.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
Officer,
Oh, I know you. You're the clever chap that cracked that Palazzo del Luzzo case, eh?
presuming there has not been another murder since, then yes, it is I. I'm here to investigate the accident. You don't mind if I examine the scene?
You're too late. Case closed. It was no accident. The rickshaw driver deliberately ran that poor woman over, and I'm taking him into custody.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then my examination of the scene can hardly interfere with your brilliant work, Officer...
Huxley. Well, if you want to play detective, go ahead. But stay away from my business, all right?
What's agoraphobic mean?
An impact to the back of the head caused severe damage. Her death was probably instant.
Cordona's true horror revealed. Behold, the killer curb.
It takes two to tango. I'll find a use for it.
Okay, yeah. So this is Mycroft's agent here.
The dress looks generally neat and tidy. Any staining must have been from the accident. This pendant looks like it may contain something. Let's see. Cleaning the houses of rich men by day and preserving England's secrets by night.
My friend, you know you're in trouble, right? But all this can go away for a small fee.
Damn crooked cops. Come on, concentrate, so we can stop him before he arrests the driver.
Sir, I've heard the same not my fault lie 1,000 times. I wasn't born yesterday.
I didn't see her, I swear. She came out of nowhere. I heard someone collide with my cart, and when I turned around, she was lying there dead.
From the position of the body, we can deduce that Mycroft's agent walked down the street from the east. The rickshaw's tracks show that the vehicle was coming from the south. The rickshaw gained speed down the slope of the road and was going too fast to stop for a pedestrian.
But, Sherry, it would be impossible to miss a rickshaw speeding downhill. It was as fast as a racehorse.
Unless something distracts you. A sudden loud noise caught the agent's attention and they stepped into the road without looking. It was all an accident. John, no one is immune to chance. Such synchrony of events would be very difficult to contrive artificially.
No such thing as coincidence. I bet there's a killer mastermind behind this. Or a team of killers. Or a secret global rickshaw conspiracy.
Always take care when walking beneath balconies. Always take care when walking... beneath balconies.
Now I can stop cars.
Upon examination of the scene, I have concluded that the smash of the flower pot distracted the woman. She didn't notice the oncoming rickshaw. After stepping into its path, she was knocked to the ground and died after hitting her head on the curb. It was most likely an accident.
Oh, that's just your imagination. The facts say otherwise.
Well, fact, there are no wheel tracks on the woman's body, so the rickshaw could not have run over her. Fact, you are blackmailing an innocent man.
Didn't I tell you to stay out of my business? You're lucky there's a crowd.
So the man can go free. Oh, thank you, Officer Huxley, for your excellent decision.
All right. The rickshaw puller can leave, but he better not show his face again. That goes twice for you, Mr. White Knight. Goodbye, sir.
I'm glad you didn't leave that poor chap alone.
The truth must be told, even if it damns as often as it saves. Today it spared a driver and denounced an officer. Tomorrow, perhaps the opposite.
Right. So I did that. Alright, now I need to do a chemical analysis on this picture. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So we need to get 3 reds and 4 blues. How do we do this again? Oh, negative 4 blues. Never mind. How do I... Okay, there we go. Pass northwestern Scaladio, the crossing of Reichenbach Road and Hudson Eddy Street. Look for the bird sign. Okay. First of all, I want to go to John's diary. Alright, cool. So place on the map, northwestern crossing of Reichenbach and Hudson Eddy. There we are. There's number 2 at. There it is. Probably need to pin that, correct?
One bed, one table, and one horrible scent of decay which someone tried to cover with perfume. A typical safe house for Mycroft spies. Fake passports. I guess nothing is a crime if you're working for the Crown. Reminds me of the mess in your room, John.
John doesn't have. He's a figment of your imagination. You're fucking insane, Sherry. You really should go to a mental hospital. Who knows, you might end up in a mental hospital in the next game. That looks good. I've already backed that on Kickstarter. I recommend everyone else does the same. I feel like it has something to do with that bust. I really don't know, though. Just very curious, because I can't. Like it's not that at all, which is. Oh, okay, I forgot that I can do this.
I've always wanted to try something new.
You gave me a little Agent 2200. Okay. So I got a new little mustache. Yeah, the Agent 22. I believe that's Watson's mustache from the previous games.
The espionage life where at any moment you could die. Of boredom.
Being a secret agent isn't easy.
Evidently not.
The documents may have been stowed in here, but they're gone now.
Okay, I thought that was going to be a false in.
Whoever broke in clearly does not appreciate lockpicks. A brand new model. I must say, perfectly maintained. She took good care of it. The wax is still warm. Primitive, but efficient at breaking windows.
Broken from the outside.
A brute force intrusion rather than a stealthy sneak-in. Sloppy work. Unprofessional. Someone was in a hurry. Mycroft's documents were stolen. The thief entered through the broken window not long ago.
What are we waiting for? Let's search the backyard and track him down.
Can I go straight through there, or do I have to... I have to go outside.
They were in such a hurry that they cut themselves. They injured themselves pretty seriously.
Look at the amount of blood. Does it mean they were waiting here for something?
The police patrol schedule sends officers along here regularly. Our thief wasn't waiting. They were hiding.
New location.
The blood trail stops here. They must have finally bandaged the wound.
This is a lot. Oh, she was here recently.
Oh, men are always in a hurry, and women always pay the consequences.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Piece of advice. Next time you try to steal from an agent of the United Kingdom, don't leave a trail of blood behind you. Try using a lockpick.
So it seems this is it. You found me. And now I have no choice. No choice at all. He told me to give you this letter.
So where are the documents, and who is he?
Piece of advice. When someone tells you to mind your own business, listen.
I think the M in the title M for mystery might not stand for Mycroft.
To give you no hint at the fear out.
Oh, Sherry. What horror could he have been facing that suicide was the better option?
It's a grim augury indeed. There's something bigger brewing, John. We should inspect the poor man for any leads. What did you get yourself into?
S, finding room 227. M.
Poor chap.
He managed to bandage the wound properly. A strange act of self-preservation for a man on his way to suicide.
Very strange. Was he expecting to get away?
A family insignia. Typical nobleman fashion.
W.
Old and made of silver. Not expensive, but might be an heirloom. Expensive clothes. Pretty worn out, though.
Take a photo of this poor bugger. Better to give Mycroft something rather than nothing.
I forgot about the
I suppose it may help in understanding the situation.
Poor chap.
Can I ask you a question?
It's funny when someone like you asks someone like me for help.
Disguise real quick. Okay. I think just looking like a normal working class man will do me some good here. Let's try this out.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, brother. That's out of my knowledge.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm too tired right now. Leave us alone.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Okay. Maybe not. I just look like a normal working person. Oh, okay, there we go.
Can I ask you a question?
You have a job, so why don't you go back to it instead of bothering me?
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna bother with that anymore. Let's put on the suit that I had. We gotta go to City Hall anyway. Waiting on the square in front of City Hall. Where's City Hall again? Corona City Hall. Alright. Alright, so this guy that we're looking for is afraid of fire.
Excuse me, just one question.
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Documents are gone, the thief is dead and alive, and knows from this inn, maybe John was the right. If John was right, and the rickshaw accident was a setup. If it was, the person behind it has played us all. And yet, rather than despair, I feel alive. There's someone out there, someone like me, someone at my level, and I gladly accept the challenge.
Alas, that's a terrible blow for the office. I'd better pass on your report immediately. Thank you for your service.
The accident doesn't look so accidental anymore, does it?
I think you might be right, John. I feel like someone is leading us by the nose. First time I've encountered such a devious mind.
I suspect not the last.
Okay. There's a new M now. I've got that M there. Are there any other M's? I don't see any other M's. Okay, let's do the second quest then.
Mr. Holmes, your brother sent me.
Oh, terrific. Let me guess. A mission of global importance, a nation forever in my debt? Let's get this over with.
I see the Holmes demeanor is genetic. Well then, this island is home to a seemingly innocuous astronomy professor named Jacob Haring. In high society, though, he's rather more infamous. He possesses a collection of scandalous materials that could compromise almost every aristocrat in Britain. And Haring recently got his hands on information that would expose one of our men. He agreed to return it, so long as he was paid a visit by a Holmes.
And Mycroft was too busy watching the crown jewels? Fine. I'll visit Mr. Haring the moment I can spare the time.
Just wait. The man is a loner, but a cunning one. This invitation implies he has something in mind for you, so be careful. And remember, I was never here.
Okay. Clockworks. Gallifrey Street. I guess they're Doctor Who fans. It'd be cool if they made a Doctor Who game. Because, well, the Doctor Who games that have come out recently have been rather terrible. I've not been too preoccupied with the new show. I mean, I suppose it's one of these ends. Easton. Okay. Just 1 second here. Okay, I've returned. Alright. Right. Fountain. Mention after. didn't specifically say. East end of Bonanza Road. There's two gents out there. This looks like his butlers. How about this guy? Just casually having his gun out. Maybe I have to pin this.
Are you able to help me?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
I'm gonna save now.
May I ask for your assistance?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
How do I get inside this damn thing? Oh, no. Proceed here. I'm at the wrong mansion. I'm at the wrong mansion. Can't get through that. Yeah, I think it's this mansion I'm supposed to go to. That was a little confusing because the other house had a fountain. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da-dum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, he's dead.
Boom, Sherry. I found a corpse. Don't you think it's strange we always end up in situations like this?
Seek, and ye shall find.
Another day, another death. Do you think we're just lucky?
John, do you know any songbirds?
Oh, I don't know. Partridges, birds of paradise, chickens. Okay, I might just be hungry.
It would not be easy to cut this hat in two. Whoever is responsible is a master of their craft. Pheasant feathers. They're rare here. Judging by his expression, a painful and unexpected death. His hand is clinging to his chest, but he has no stab or gunshot wounds.
No, it can't be. He must have been reaching for something in there. I don't know.
Pattern 1796 light cavalry saber. It looks like he died of natural causes, but something doesn't add up.
So I'm glad he recognized that as well.
Old, but still deadly. 2 sabers used to be mounted here.
Interesting. 2 sabers used to be on there.
Another day, another death. Do you think we're just lucky?
This was opened carefully. One presumes that empty safes are not some hip new trend.
One would think so.
A safe behind a painting. Classic. If you had an enormous collection of blackmail material, where would you keep it?
Oh, nice try, Sherry. But I ain't telling you nothing.
A man with a plan. Admittedly, not a great plan if you write on paper exactly when you will do your illegal business, but a plan nonetheless.
Morning constitutional, morning revolutions, breakfast. Oh, okay. And a report for fencing competition. Okay, do my concern. Patient Jacob Herring has completed his physical and is perfect health. He's away in the fencing competition club of the London Fencing Club. Kind regards, Dr. Wagner Bush.
Completely healthy and ready to take part in the fencing competition. So, the victim is Professor Jacob Herring himself. That's no great surprise. London Fencing Club, 1876.
And that physical was 4 years later.
Stamped with Mr. Herring's personal seal.
Post office, work on the science article, serious be lunch and tea, answering letters, check my precious collection, repair the clock, eat from the past, exercise, walk along the quay, reading prepares. Flies over here. So this is the clock.
The clock's hands aren't moving.
What?
The clock's hands aren't moving.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, I think this is the one which we might. Oh, it's tea.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Come on, he drank his tea was poisoned. That's totally what happened. His tea was totally poisoned.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, I guess I did. I guess this one is that. Bam, bam. Alright, so this should be it.
Mr. Herring was not one to deviate from his plans, and yet, on this day, he only managed to answer his mail, and never did get to repair the clock. The visitor knew his schedule. They entered the house between 3:30 and 4 p.m. That's exactly when Herring would be checking his blackmail collection. When Jacob saw the intruder, his fencing reflexes kicked in. He lunged left to the sabers, wrenched one off the wall, and attacked the visitor. But in the middle of the assault, Mr. Herring is struck by a heart attack, and the professor only manages to cut off the hat of the intruder. The visitor stole Herring's entire blackmail collection and wrote a message on the blackboard.
Before we go chasing the intruder, should we try to confirm the cause of the professor's death? I'd hate for him to be a red herring.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the cause of death. What the fuck is being written on right now?
Half empty, or for John, half full. A strong, rotten smell. Uncharacteristic for tea. Totally empty. Even John couldn't argue with that.
Let's do it. I miss the chemical analysis in the olden days. Go through that. This actually turns into +2 and -3. Add this. So Yeah, we did it. It's easy maths. Alright. Okay, so it was poisoned.
Digitalis is usually used to cure heart disease, but every drug is a poison if you get the dosage wrong. Or right, if that's your goal.
Okay, so is that all evidence collected then? I need to hit the books about this one. Okay. I'm trying to remember how. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's go to the police station, I guess. That was the best place. Property crime. The suspect. Woman reported a loud noise and screams and grand swear on the police place. They were instantly ambushed and they shoot up again. No casualties on either side, and most suspects managed to escape. The officers succeeded in arresting only two gang members, Sid Moriarty and Harry Trelawney. Both are sons of local noblemen. During the interrogation, Moriarty and Trelawney confessed that they are associated with the Robbins gang. The Robbins are rumored to engage in blackmail, robbery, and illegal bookmaking, but have remained elusive for a long time. Gang members tend to distinguish themselves by wearing bright red waistcoats and hats with red ribbons and bird feathers. They often blazon their crime scenes with reference to Little Bird Scene, presumably to deter would-be informants from betraying them. The leader calls himself Lucky Joe, but their true identity remains unconfirmed. The detained gang members have revealed the location of their hideouts in Grand Surrey, west from the intersection of Vernon Street and LeBlanc Road, requesting proof of the raid the hideout.
Seems like we have fun neighbours. Hey, Sherry.
We should introduce ourselves.
Indeed. Grand Surrey, west from the intersection of Vernon Street and LeBlanc Road. So, like, right there? Yeah, west from Vernon and LeBlanc. Robin's lair right there. Why is it not letting me get in there? What? Oh, there was a button there?
He doesn't have an invitation to the club. Get him, boys!
There was a button there.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
No more crime for you until next month. Don't bother moving. You've lost.
You can overcome the brute now.
Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
I am invincible.
No more crime for you until next month. Too simple.
I'm coming.
Time to knock this guy out.
Just die!
Give him the pepper snuff.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff. Can over...
Don't...
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Easy.
All right, fella. I give up. Take me into custody. You have nothing on me anyway. So I'll walk out the station right after you do.
Sure you will. But I do have something on you.
Excellent job catching this crook, sir. His name is Lucky Joe, and as it happens, someone with influence was after him too. You did them a favour.
I just solved the mystery, officer. If a criminal appears in my path, it merely affirms my deductions are sound.
Either way, you'll be pleased to know that an anonymous tip has fingered Lucky Joe as being involved in the murder of a famous professor. We have photographs and witness statements. Not so Lucky Joe is headed straight to the gallows. Someone served him to us on a silver platter.
Interesting. Well, as a vital ally in the arrest of a wanted murderer, you couldn't possibly object to me interviewing him.
Well, vital? Yes, no, of course. Go ahead.
Looks like those little birdies won't sing for a while, Sherry.
Yeah, haven't you made my day bad enough? Get out!
The police received an anonymous tip. Someone saw you entering Professor Jacob Haring's house. They have photos. You're in trouble.
I didn't even touch the old fool. This whole business was a setup from the beginning.
You broke into the house at the exact time Jacob Haring had his safe open and his collection of blackmail materials out. Perfect timing to steal the lot.
Ah, that's circumstantial at best.
Alas, the professor turned out to be less feeble than you expected. He pulled a saber from the wall and nearly took your head off. But lo, the vigor evaporated, and all at once he fell to the floor, grasping his chest as if his heart itself had given up.
That's exactly what happened. And that's why I'll be out of this reeking cell by morning, once the coroner has done his business.
Unlikely. You claim somebody set you up. If so, they will ensure that you're hanged. We both want to know who is truly behind this, so tell me the whole story. It may yet save your life.
Oh, blast. All right. What do you want to know?
Haring's blackmail collection was hardly public knowledge. It stands to reason that whoever informed you of his existence must be who set you up.
Yes, obviously. But I've never seen his face, nor do I know his name. I received a note at El Palazzo de Lusso that gave me the address of Jacob Haring. It was signed with one letter, M.
I cannot believe such an established gang leader would personally engage in burglary simply because he received a letter.
It was not just a letter. I received something else with the note. A file. On me. And a bloody detailed one at that. I'm not sure if it was from Haring's own collection, but it contained things that could bury me and the entire damn Robbins. I burned the file in a heartbeat, but the note warned of others like it in Haring's safe. I needed to retrieve them, and got lucky.
Lucky?
The note said that by being there at a very precise time, I'd find that safe opened. And it was right.
So you broke into Professor Haring's study and stole the blackmail materials. What did you do with them?
Do you like jokes?
My humour tends toward the dry and bitter.
Then you will love this one. As I fled Haring's place with the documents, a pickpocket snatched the folder from me on the street. I was played from the beginning. Beaten at my own game. They made a joke of me and the Robbins. And now I await the gallows. Ha! Ha ha ha!
Oh, you're right, it was a good joke. But now things begin to make sense.
Alright.
Fear not, Joe. I will prove you didn't kill Professor Haring.
What? Then you better do it fast.
Per his schedule, Professor Haring had tea with a guest not long before you arrived. The tea in Haring's teapot was dosed with digitalis. A large dose of such a drug, coupled with physical exertion, can cause cardiac arrest.
So if the old man hadn't attacked me...
He may have lived, yes. But it wasn't you who killed him. The real murderer is the one that poisoned the professor and set you up. I'll make sure the police know it.
Yeah, you may save my bacon.
Oh, I wouldn't sing a victory song just yet. I believe they're preparing for a conversation with you on many subjects, like the Robbins.
I can handle those fools. I thought you were the copper's pet. But you have character those bloodthirsty mongrels lack. I respect that.
Make no mistake, Joe, we are not friends. Should we meet again under different circumstances, well, you know my character.
Alright. Case complete. Oh, and there's a new one. Palazzo de Luso Hotel. Where's that again? Is that like right? Where's the Palazzo del Luci again? Alright. Alright, okay.
Looks like those little birdies won't sing for a while, Sherry.
Let's go finish this.
Extra, extra! Suicide claims another. A young man has leapt to his... Interested in some Cordona news?
Indeed I am.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Interesting. Room 227.
Oh, is that you, Mr. Holmes? Please, come in. Now that the police have finished their investigation, Il Palazzo del Luso has finally reopened.
Cool. Is that time going in?
How can I help you, sir?
Good day. I'm looking for room 227. An acquaintance of mine has invited me to visit him.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, what a delight to see you again. Professor Malice told me he was expecting someone, but I didn't know it would be you. 227 is upstairs and to the left. He said you should spare him the trouble and let yourself in. Here's the key. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
Professor Malice. Yes. Yes, of course. Well, I'd best not keep him waiting, thank you.
John thinks of this. There's 2 225. Stands to reason 227 would be down here. 227. It was nostalgic being back here after so long.
Any sign of the stolen documents?
A family photo of the man who jumped off the bridge. Pity. Everybody has pressure points. What would happen if I pushed yours?
Clearly we saw.
Mysteries of Sirius B by Jacob Haring. Used, then discarded. Like everyone in his path.
Was a wealthy nobleman that arrived in Cordona at the very beginning of the silver rush of 1818. He funneled all his money into mining and earned himself a fortune in return, dealing his 4 sons, all infamous for the spoiled behavior and ability to pay their way out of any crime, including bludgeoning a man to death, setting a bar on fire. Didn't Wellington, he died in 1859 at the age of 67, and his inheritance passed to his eldest son, Tom. Tom Wellington was not nearly as smart in business as his father. Even new financial investment failed, but with the mining business still profitable, the family were insulated. Until in 1862, the mines were exhausted. Some say the Wellington family went into bankruptcy in 1866, but the true collapse happened earlier in 1863 when Tom Wellington committed suicide. His wife and 7-year-old son, Reginald, were left with the debt, and his unsympathetic brothers offered no respite. The miners demanded payment, vandalizing Wellington Mansion, threatening worse. It was told they were set off to pay the debt, then disappeared, but even now the family has a lot of enemies on the island.
How many more dossiers like this does M possess? These people were not colleagues or co-conspirators, they were just implements M used to get what he wanted.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I apologize for not being there to greet you. I waited for quite some time, but perhaps I overestimated your abilities. Alas, I have urgent matters to attend to overseas and can delay my departure no longer. As such, I'm afraid I simply do not have time to pack up all my things. Perhaps you can take a good look around for me and see if there's anything of note. I'd be in your debt, and I'm already thinking about how to repay you. Must run.
What did it say, Sherry?
But I failed, John. He's gone, tore through Cordona like a hurricane and left us to sift through the wreckage. Nelson's monument in Trafalgar Square, London. I am watching you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M was studying up. A dossier on General Garnet Wolseley, but now empty.
Yes.
I recognize this seal from Jacob Haring's mail. He left behind only what he wanted us to find. Infuriating. A clean champagne flute. The first move has been made. Anglo-Egyptian war looms. The champagne bottle is uncorked, yet still chilled and bubbly. The gall of this man.
Someone's celebrating a victory, and I'm not sure it's us.
M is celebrating and wants us to know it.
This is definitely Moriarty, without a doubt.
Mycroft's agent. So M did orchestrate her accident with unimaginable precision. A marked map of Cordona. We've visited most of these locations recently. Jacob Haring, just a pawn in a complex chess match. The position of naval forces in the Mediterranean. This M has his sights set on bigger things. All these thefts, exactions, and deaths are the intricately entwined pieces of a greater plan, and we failed to influence it in the slightest.
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up for us, knowing by the time we found it, he would already have left Cordona.
No, there must be something I've missed. We can still catch him.
There's nothing else here. It's over. You read his letter. He laid out this makeshift museum to taunt you. Don't give him the satisfaction.
I will not cede defeat. I will treat this threat with the seriousness it deserves, which is to say, my absolute attention.
Then you were giving him the win, Sherlock. Have you considered you might be out of your depth? He was sitting here in this very room, spinning his web around Cordona and beyond, manipulating and murdering people, using the Mediterranean as his playground like some sodding Napoleon of crime.
Are you trying to suggest?
I am not suggesting. I am stating outright that he is toying with you and you are too arrogant to avoid the bait. Sherlock, we stumbled into the lion's den. Now we must slow down, be smart, and make sure we get to walk out alive.
So what do you suggest?
I know you want to catch him on your own, but it's time to face the facts. You lost. The smartest thing we can do now is lick our wounds and tell Mycroft everything.
Mycroft? Now you are being hysterical.
Look around you, Sherry. He's stealing secrets from the Crown, toying with navies, fomenting war. You cannot catch him alone. We will need all your brother's connections to stop this madman before he does worse.
I'll tell Mycroft.
Perhaps you're right. He could be anywhere in Europe, and the only practical way to find him is with Mycroft's eyes and ears. I shall endeavour to tell my brother the whole story as soon as I can stomach another humiliation.
Good. Thank you. And it is not humiliation, it is humility. For now, we need to put this wretched affair behind us. M has gone. Best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
You're right. I'm glad you were here.
I'm always looking out for you, brother.
Thank you, John. Now, shall we?
That puts an end to
Sherry,
that.
let's return to our own matters.
Alright, let's Alright. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Next time we'll probably finally continue the main quest of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. But until then, see you guys later.